Welcome, storytellers and dreamers. There's something magical about a good story, isn't there? The way words weave worlds, spark your imagination, and pull you into the unknown. Whether it's a chilling thriller that keeps you up at night or a heartfelt tale that warms your soul, stories have the power to transport us. In this video, we're diving into the art of reading stories, how to bring them to life, feel every twist, and maybe even lose yourself in the pages. So grab a cozy spot, turn the page, and let's get lost together.
Awakening. The sterile scent of antiseptic filled the air, mingling with the faint hum of machinery that pulsed rhythmically in the background. Cole's eyelids fluttered open, heavy and disoriented, as if he were surfacing from the depths of a deep, dark ocean. His body felt strange, foreign even, as if he had been stitched together with pieces that didn't quite belong to him. He blinked against the harsh fluorescent lights that illuminated the stark white room, and for a moment, panic gripped him like a vice. Where am I? His heart raced, pounding against his ribcage like a caged animal desperate to escape. He tried to sit up, but a sharp pain shot through his arm, sending him sprawling back onto the cold metal table. Glancing down, he noticed the thick, translucent tubes snaking from his arms, connected to a series of machines that beeped and whirred ominously. They pulsed with an energy that felt almost alive, thrumming beneath his skin. Cole's mind raced back to fragmented memories. Scenes of a darkened room, shadowy figures hovering over him, whispers of power and enhancement. He remembered the sharp prick of a needle, the overwhelming rush of electricity coursing through his veins. They had done something to him. Something that felt both exhilarating and terrifying. He clenched his fists, feeling the surge of energy that crackled within him. It felt raw, untamed, like a storm brewing just beneath the surface. With a sudden determination, he focused on the sensation, willing his body to respond. In an instant, a blinding flash of light enveloped him, and the world around him dissolved into a kaleidoscope of colors. When the light faded, he found himself standing in a dimly lit corridor, the sterile room nowhere in sight. The walls were cold concrete, marked with a few flickering lights that cast eerie shadows. He could hear distant shouts and the heavy thud of boots echoing through the passage. Cole took a deep breath, steadying himself. He was alive, and whatever they had done to him, it had awakened something powerful. He could feel it thrumming beneath his skin, a force that demanded to be unleashed. He pressed forward, moving cautiously down the corridor, his senses heightened. Every sound, every flicker of light became a beacon, guiding him deeper into the unknown. As he turned a corner, he spotted a group of guards, their uniforms crisp and menacing, weapons drawn, moving with purpose. Instinct kicked in. Cole focused on the energy swirling within him, envisioning a bolt of lightning arcing through the air. He felt the charge build, crackling at his fingertips. Just as they turned to face him, he unleashed it, a brilliant flash of electric blue that illuminated the corridor like a thunderstorm. The guards were thrown back, their shouts drowned out by the roar of energy that surged through the air. Cole didn't pause to see the aftermath. He sprinted past them, adrenaline propelling him forward. He could hear the alarms blaring now, a cacophony of sirens that echoed through the facility, alerting everyone to his escape. He turned another corner, his mind racing with thoughts of freedom. But as he rounded the bend, he skidded to a halt. A massive door loomed ahead, steel and unyielding, locked tight. He pressed his palm against the cold surface, feeling the energy within him hum in response. "Come on," he muttered, willing the door to yield. He focused, summoning the lightning that surged through him, and with a deafening crack, the door exploded outward, sending shards of metal flying. He stumbled through the opening, emerging into a vast chamber filled with cages. Inside, he could see figures huddled together, their faces pale and haunted. They were like him, superhumans, trapped and experimented on. "Help us!" one of them cried, a woman with fiery red hair and eyes that sparkled with defiance. please." Cole's heart raced at the sight of them. He couldn't leave them behind, not after everything he had endured. "I'll free you," he shouted, his voice echoing in the chamber. "Just hold on." He moved through the rows of cages, using his power to teleport from one to the next, disabling the locks with bursts of electricity. The sound of metal clanging against metal filled the air as the doors swung open, and one by one they emerged, blinking in disbelief. "Who are you?" the red-haired woman asked, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and hope. "I'm Cole," he replied, glancing back at the guards who were regrouping, their shouts growing louder. "And we need to get out of here." As they gathered around him, he could feel the energy building again, a storm ready to break. "Follow me," he commanded, leading them toward the exit. They moved as a unit, adrenaline propelling them forward, but the guards were closing in fast. "Cole!" one of the men shouted, pointing down a side corridor. "There's another way." Without hesitation, Cole turned, his instincts guiding him. They raced down the narrow passage, the sound of footsteps echoing behind them. He could feel the electricity crackling at his fingertips, ready to be unleashed at a moment's notice. As they ran, Cole caught sight of a figure ahead, a tall, striking man with silver hair and piercing blue eyes. He stood defiantly at the end of the corridor, a fierce expression on his face. "Who are you?" Cole shouted as they approached. "I'm Orion," the man replied, his voice calm amidst the chaos. "I can help you." Cole nodded, feeling a strange sense of camaraderie with this new ally. "We're escaping. We need to get out before they catch us." Orion stepped forward, raising his hand. "I can create a barrier. It will slow them down." With a flick of his wrist, a shimmering wall of energy erupted between them and the guards, blocking their path. Cole could feel the power radiating from Orion, a force that resonated with his own. "Let's go," Cole urged, leading the group past the barrier. They moved with urgency, the adrenaline coursing through their veins. As they neared the exit, Cole glanced back at the guards who were struggling against the barrier. He could see their frustration, their determination to recapture them. "Cole, we need to hurry," the red-haired woman urged, her eyes wide with fear. "Right," Cole replied, focusing once more on the energy within him. He could feel the lightning crackling, begging to be unleashed. They burst through the final door, emerging into the blinding light of day. The sun bathed them in warmth, a stark contrast to the cold, sterile facility they had just escaped. "Over here!" Orion shouted, pointing toward a nearby forest. "We can hide there." Without hesitation, they sprinted toward the trees, the sounds of pursuit fading behind them. Cole could feel the weight of their escape pressing down on him, a mixture of relief and exhilaration. They had made it. But as they reached the edge of the forest, Cole turned back, scanning the area for any sign of the guards. He could feel the energy within him still crackling, a storm that needed to be released. "Thank you," the red-haired woman whispered, her eyes shining with gratitude. "We wouldn't have made it without you." Cole nodded, feeling a sense of purpose swelling within him. "We're not done yet. We need to make sure everyone here is free." With that, he took a deep breath, summoning the lightning that coursed through him. He could feel the power building, ready to be unleashed once more. Together, they would fight for their freedom. Together, they would take back what was stolen from them. And together, they would become the heroes they were meant to be.